It's fairly quiet. It's typically Spanish. A lot of people from Madrid have a second home here.
Hi friends, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we have James Fielding over here. He's the person who bought the property with us without even seeing it. But I think he will say it himself. Tell me about your experience buying a property.
Where to begin? Back in end of 2016, I went over to Santa Pola, a friend of mine, and we stayed in his father's villa. And it was lovely. It's a nice way of life. Sitting in the sun, drinking sangria, everything's wonderful. And I work in property in the UK, and my friend also, he worked in property, he was an estate agent. So out of habit, we were looking in the estate agent's windows, and it's like, my God, property here is so cheap compared to the UK. It's literally, parts of it was under half the price. We're like, this is bonkers. And it put a seed in my head, and I was thinking, well, okay, how about, would it be possible? And so I started to do some research. And I looked, when I got home, I was looking on the websites, I looked at property in Santa Pola, and I looked at the property we'd been staying in, I was like, oh, Jesus, okay, that is actually a lot of money. And then I had in my head a figure that I was prepared to lose. You know, you hear the horror stories about buying in Spain.
Yeah, I know there was a lot,
Yeah, you hear the horror stories, you hear about people losing money, and I thought, okay, I've got this amount of money, I can afford to lose it if it all goes wrong. I'd rather not, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. So I thought, well, what do I want? I want a pool, just like that.
Over here,
Balcony, just like that.
Here.
And a beach nearby, which is 4 minutes that way.
Yeah.
And I worked down the coast, and I was looking at Google Earth. I was again comparing it with property websites, and I came up with La Mata. And I thought, okay, this looks good. And I found what I wanted. It was within budget. And I did my research, looking on the expat forums, saying, you know, what's it like here? Is there any crime? Are there any problems? Is there anything we need to worry about? And I came up with about 3 properties. And again, Google Maps on Street View, and I looked around. I thought, this is nice, that's not so nice. And this went on until I came up with the property here. And I remember I emailed you and I said, this is good. I'm interested in buying it. You know, would you come over and view? And I was like, no, don't have time. I'm a busy man. I'm not flying 1,200 kilometers to come over and see it, find it's horrible. Send me a load of photographs and make a decision based on that. I said, I work in property, Google me, I come up, that's a copy of, I have got the money, it's a copy of my bank statements, a bit irregular, but, and the photos were good. And I took a deep breath and I was like, Jesus, do I do this? Why not? Transferred you the deposit. You remember this? Yeah. And then it was
in 2017, right?
2017 when it completed. I got a taxi from Alicante Airport to your office. And I remember I saw you first time I met you, shook your hand. There are the keys to your property. Great. Is there anything else I can do? I was like, yeah, can you show me where it is? You're not I've never even been to La Mata. Closest I've done is 40 miles away. And do you know what? It was the best thing I ever bought. I'm so happy here. Normally, pre-COVID, I'm out once a month. And now, obviously, I'm hoping it can keep coming back over. You know, I'm in the process of applying for residency so I can spend more time here. But what's lovely about here is it's quiet if you want it to be.
Let's go to the beach and we talk at the beach about it.
Okay, absolutely fine. We'll talk at the beach. Right, beach it is.
Okay, James, so tell me a little bit more.
Okay, going back to what we were saying about La Mata, one of the reasons I found it so attractive is it's quiet here. It's typically Spanish. Many of the people from Madrid have their second homes here.
Yes.
It's Scandinavians, a few Russians, Germans. The British are very much in the minority, and it's as far removed from the madness of Benidorm as you can imagine. You know, you don't have the stag parties, the inflatable crocodiles, people singing football songs and shouting, "Oi Pedro, give us some chips" at the waiters. You know, and that's one of the things that appeal to it. If I want to go and hang out with British people, I'll stay at home. But it's, you know, it does everything it's supposed to. It's sun, it's relaxation. This is about as busy as the beach gets. You're pretty much guaranteed good weather. And if you want to go out and party, yeah, taxi to Torrevieja's, what, about 12 euros? Yeah. It's not bad at all. Yeah. So yeah, well, I did the research and I thought this is where I want to be. Obviously, you have to be very careful. I got recommendations of who to talk to. When I came across you, I Googled Ray Schmitz, sorry. I Googled Alicante Real Estate. It was only ever positive things that came up. It's a big step when you do it. Yeah, you're taking a leap, you're buying blind, but I had nothing to worry about at all. It was so much easier than I thought it would be. I mean, you can do everything remotely. You can obtain your NIE, foreigner's registration number. You can do that remotely.
Yeah, we did everything, huh?
Yeah, open bank accounts. And then the actual purchase using a solicitor of power of attorney, it was easy. It was easy, and the only delay was the guy who was selling the apartment filling in the paperwork. But I go back to it as the best thing I bought. It's when you can come out here, and it takes me from leaving my house in the UK, drive to the airport, wait for the flight, fly, taxi at the other end. It's exactly 6 hours door to door from me leaving cold, grey, rainy Britain and sitting in a bar of cold beer. Yeah, what more can a boy want?
Yeah. And I was really astonished that you trusted us so much. That was a nice thing. That was really, I still appreciate it. And nowadays we are friends.
Yes.
And we even work together.
We do indeed, we do.
You got your company in Daventry.
Yeah, we'll push.
Fielding properties.
Building properties, we dabble in holiday lets. We'll push as many people as we can over here. It's a nice part of the world, and I like the fact I can share it with my friends, my business associates. And again, even when it comes to the holiday lets, there's so many crooks out there. You know, you hear all the stories about people getting some villa that's full of cockroaches and the pools turn black, and it's ghastly. Whereas everyone who's come over here, there's only been positive things. Where I said, no, really, you can get an apartment that nice. It's only 20 or 30 euros a night. The beach really is on your doorstep. I can give you a list of bars and restaurants owned by friends of mine who will look after you. I've never had a bad review from anyone I know who's been over here.
So just fantastic. Thank you so much, James.
You're most welcome.
We will have a dinner very soon. And thank you, friends, on our YouTube channel.